I'm leaning on the lamppost.
Hello and welcome to the LampPod. It is me, Sam, and you.
Neil, hello.
And this is the 39th? 8th, 9th? I think it's 38.
I remembered, and then I forgot.
Yeah, brilliant.
Because I was like, I looked at 4 last week, and now, nope, forgot.
Yeah.
Bollocks. I think it's 39th.
39th. Okay, we'll go with 39, which means we're almost at 40, the big 40, which means
Is that an important number?
I don't know, just a
Isn't
lot.
that like silver wedding or something?
Something like that. I think people celebrate their 40th birthday sometimes in like I'm 40 now, like midlife.
In midlife crisis.
Yeah.
I need to go to town and get drunk.
Pick up some babes
Yeah.
when you're 40.
So,
yeah.
Quick address to the new camera positioning.
Yeah.
Because we noticed there was a lot of shit going on over there.
So we're getting there.
So we're trying to cut that out. So as we said last week, it's progressively going to get better.
Yeah. We still got the lights. We got lights,
lights, and bites.
Bites.
Occasionally.
And by bites you mean frost bites.
We should have had snacks. We could have had
lights,
mics, and bites.
Well, I was going to say frost bites
because
it's freezing. But I've taken my jacket off because, you know.
Because one thing we rarely address is we are just in a shed, really. It looks cool and thank you, Sam, for this wonderful establishment. But it's wooden and it's a shed and there's no heating.
It's in the middle of a forest somewhere.
It's like a little halogen heater or whatever you call that thing.
Yeah, one of those, whatever that is.
You plug it in, it rotates.
Love it. Actually, in one of the older podcasts, we just have an orange glow on us because it's just that.
Because it was just that, which we thought was cool at the time. And
it looked quite cool. Yeah.
And now compared to last week's one,
it's
just
just
so crisp.
Massively inferior.
So crispy right now.
Oh yes, crispy comment. But yes,
crispy comment inbound.
So you wanted to talk about.
Well, yeah. So last week we discussed the fact that shall we talk about that last? I don't know why I'm keeping it a secret. La La Land.
La La Land, yeah.
Should we talk about that last? Because that's going to be the thing we travel with. Shall we start with... what trailers came out? Did a trailer come out? I felt like a trailer... Logan came out.
Logan looked cool. Yeah.
Logan looks fucking awesome.
There's not really much I can say about it. But we do have the confirmation that she's got like
she
the
has
two...
claws. He's like, no.
X-23.
No.
I love how he's like...
Awesome.
Like she beats up the shop owner, steals all the shit, and he's like, "No, you don't do that," and then steals some cigars.
Don't do that. I was watching Night at the Museum 3, The Secret of the Tomb or something.
That was the most
recent one.
But the last film that
Robin Williams
did
was alive for.
Yeah.
I think it was also the last movie that Mickey Rooney was alive for as well.
Oh right, who was Mickey Rooney?
Do you remember the first Night at the Museum? The really short old guy.
Right.
The old knights. So you had Dick Van Dyke.
Oh yeah.
And the two other guys, the really short bold one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was his last movie.
But
yeah, and Hugh Jackman's in it, and there's a bit where
is he?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because Lancelot who's a knight, obviously, and but he comes to alive in the British Museum,
right,
and he takes what he thinks is the Holy Grail to Camelot, but Camelot's a musical on stage.
Okay.
So he runs into this theatre, and Hugh Jackman and this woman are on stage, and Hugh Jackman's like mid-song.
Oh, I see.
Like, I have brought you the Holy Grail! and Hugh Jackman's like, okay, everyone, give him a round of applause. He tries to get him off stage because he thinks he's crazy, and then Lancelot, there's a whole conversation, and Lancelot pulls a sword on him,
right,
and Hugh Jackman just goes, and the actress is like, it's more impressive when you've got like the no top and the claws. He's like, yeah, I know, but I thought it would scare him. Like, it's really funny. Just really self-aware. It's great.
Oh, so it's basically just a cameo.
Yeah.
Oh,
because it's Hugh Jackman being Hugh Jackman on stage playing another
doing his stage stuff.
But yeah, I liked it a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a terrible film, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I used to watch the first Night at the Museum quite a lot as a kid.
I remember it being good.
Yeah, I think the second one was quite shite though.
I remember very little about the second one.
Yeah, I the thing is with the first one though, I always used to skip the first 20 minutes because that was like family drama. And like, oh, you got to look after your kid, Ben Stiller or whatever.
Damn it, Ben. Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, okay, I'll get a job at the night at the museum. Or at the museum.
At the night at the museum.
Roll credits.
He says that in the film.
At the night of the museum. Winks at the camera. No, yeah, but I used to just skip to that as soon as he got the job, and then they were like, oh, have fun. I would just skip to that, and then the T-Rex disappears, and I used to love all that shit.
Cool. Yeah, that was a good bit. It was a very like mystical movie.
Yeah. Apparently he learnt to run from Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Run, Forrest, run! I'm very loud to run. He actually runs with like braces on, like.
And then they fall off.
Every time he starts with braces, and then they fall off, and it's like, all right, action, go.
Oh, yeah.
They were good films. I always forget Ricky Gervais is in there.
It's like the really awkward museum.
Yeah.
Is he in all three of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he's in the third one. I don't remember anything about the second one, but
yeah.
he's definitely in the third one.
It might be one of those.
I remember what the second one was. They go to Washington.
Yeah.
They go to Washington DC.
And like it's like a bigger museum.
Yeah, it's the Smithsonian. Isn't it?
It might be actually, yeah. And yeah, Captain America comes on.
Stan Lee's working there.
Stanley's working there.
That would have been amazing. They should have added that in.
Yeah, a cool little crossover.
That would have been cool.
I'm pretty sure it came out in 2010, so there's no way.
No one cares.
Yeah,
The Russos could have sorted that.
Re-edit it,
The George Lucas
special edition. Yeah.
Speaking of George Lucas, we found out today on the day the breaking news.
Well, so this dates this video, so this could come out weeks from now.
I'll try and put this up soon. So we recorded this on the 23rd of January. This could come out in February.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. Good actually. Yeah.
But we get a Star Wars title for episode 8.
Woo!
It's called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Okay.
Which sounds a bit naff, if you ask me.
I thought that. Like I'm okay with it. Like Force Awakens was an amazing title.
Yeah.
Like that.
It feels like it fits in with the other.
That
ones.
really like I was like,
yeah,
when that came out.
But like
the Last Jedi. It sounds like the Last Samurai. Like
yeah. Oh, maybe that's probably what it's an homage to, because obviously. It's quite. Wait, no, that wasn't a classic Japanese film, was it?
Was it? Yeah, The Last Samurai. Yeah, it was, and then they remade it. With Tom Cruise, with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah.
Running in braces.
With braces, yeah. Okay, so because George Lucas always looked to classic samurai Japanese films from like the 50s and stuff, didn't he? When he
ripped off a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you do research, you'll find out.
Like R2-D2 and C-3PO were based on two sort of bumbling characters from those classic Japanese films. So maybe that's what it is an homage to. It's like, oh, we've got The Last Samurai, let's do The Last Jedi. But yeah, even then it still sounds shite, I think. Not shite, but just sort of
not great.
Could have been better.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't hold up to like Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. It doesn't. The Last Jedi.
I think it's just missing a syllable.
It is, yeah. The Final Jedi. No.
The End of the Jedi. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. But then even then you've got like Revenge of the. I don't know.
I don't know what it's missing. But
I wish it just didn't have Jedi in it, because every other film probably I can't think of any that share words. So you've got Attack of the Clones. Like nothing else has clones or attack in it. Yeah, but that's like it's not an episode though. It's not one of the movie episodes. The Phantom Menace. There's no Phantom. There's no Menace in any of the other ones.
Yeah. Revenge
of the Sith. There's no Revenge.
Well,
or
of
Sith.
Is in.
Of does return.
Of the.
Yeah.
That's. That's in quite a few, Sam.
Then Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. It's just the fact that we have Return of the Jedi annoys me that we then have The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Couldn't you have done The Last
Samurai?
The Last Sorcerer? I don't know. I don't know, Sorcerer. I ain't got a fucking
Last
clue.
of the Orcs.
I don't know. I can't think of a good. I'm not paid to think of genius titles, but I just feel like The Last Jedi isn't that great.
It's Fall of the Jedi would have been cool.
Fall of the Jedi? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, it's just the fact that they reuse the word Jedi.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like the Fall of the Jedi sounds better than The Last of the Jedi.
It's just...
I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe
in my head.
Because it sounds a bit more dramatic.
I'll probably watch this back and be like, no, what are you saying?
You daft idiot. That's what you sound like in my head.
Daft!
You daft idiot.
You daft pillock!
That's what I imagine your internal monologue is. Just a really posh version of you.
It's Patrick Stewart. What do you mean? I watched Green Room.
Oh, you did, yeah.
The other day.
And it's really violent, you said.
Really fucking, really bloody and violent in places.
I've seen one clip where someone shoots someone else in the face and their, like, face comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, that was a cool scene. That was pretty decent. Because you don't expect it. Because he's like, yeah, and it's like, they don't know I'm with you, and they don't know that I know. It's like,
fuck.
No, geez. What do you know?
Oh, wow. Oh dear.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I really like that.
10 out of 10?
No, far from a 10 out of 10 film.
What rating would you give that?
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a standard film.
Good sort of
good acting.
above average.
Film. Yeah. Good storyline.
Because I remember we talked about it in previous podcasts.
Yeah, we
did.
Like,
it was when we were doing podcasts every week, and we had to talk about every bit of news.
And we were. I remember being intrigued, but in no rush to see it, and I don't actually remember it coming out over here.
Me neither.
I think because it was quite sort of an independent movie over in the States. I just don't think we maybe have had a few cinemas.
Probably got like a limited release. And
so
disappeared.
It was cool that I got to see it on Netflix in the end. I'm glad I didn't.
Was it on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
right.
that's why I got around to seeing it. There's a bunch of films on Netflix that came out recently, like Sicario.
Sicario. Yeah.
Came out. I still need to see that because that was really good, and we've heard good things.
Yeah, there was another quite good one that came out on there. Oh, Fight Club went on there as well.
Fight Club
that's a cool one.
Brilliant film.
But it's one of those films that I'm in no rush to rewatch, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. I actually, before we started, I was saying how I didn't have any memory on my phone, which we're recording this on. Fight Club was one of the films I downloaded on Netflix to watch on my way to and from work.
We're not sponsored by Netflix. We just use its services. And if Netflix would like to sponsor us, get in touch.
We'll rip on half the things they have on there.
Yeah. I mean, we're already freely talking about them, so there's no point of them giving us money.
I'm contemplating rewatching Breaking Bad purely because you can download it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Watch it on their way to work and stuff.
And just because it usually takes me about an hour to get to work.
That's about an episode a day then.
I'd watch an episode there, an episode on my way back.
Could take you a while. If you did 2 episodes a day,
I mean, I've got time. It's not like I'm worried about.
No. Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck it, do it.
Yeah,
that'll be what, the 7th time you've watched it?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad, 3rd or 4th, I think.
That's a lot of times to watch that.
Yeah,
there's so many episodes.
And I'm not even like a massive fanboy of it. I just
an easy watch.
Yeah,
even though it's not really an easy watch.
It's an easy watch once you've watched it once.
Yeah.
Once you know what sort of like, I remember being really frustrated the first time I saw it because I was like, what is the pink teddy bear?
Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? Yeah.
And now I'm like, I can't wait to see that again.
But then it ultimately means nothing because it's just the plane explodes.
That's cool because I mean it's her dad and
her dad is like.
Walter's the one to blame because he doesn't wake up Jessie because she's choking.
But then, so I never really understood that. So the dad, this is spoilers obviously for Breaking Bad, but like, so does the dad deliberately crash them?
No, he's just distracted.
He's just distressed because she died. Yeah. Okay.
OD'd.
Right. And then one man destroys.
And then Walter sees him on the news, knowing who he
because he has a conversation with her in the bar.
Yeah, and ultimately it's about Walter's inability to feel guilt, I think, at that point. So it's really interesting. Yeah. Like,
it just seemed almost jumped the sharky. It was kind of like, oh my god, we've gone from like making drugs to now this guy crashes 2 planes above his head. Yeah. That seemed a bit too much for me. It just seemed a bit odd. Why did they crash? How difficult is it? Because
he wasn't directing one to it. Well, planes don't have wing mirrors, Sam. That's an issue. It's an issue many planes have, is that they don't have wing mirrors.
But I suppose...
Or rear view cameras.
But then the one behind, I don't know.
But it takes a lot of...
Yeah.
There's a lot of... You've got to do a lot of prep.
I'm probably underestimating how difficult it is to fly
a plane. By the time we record the next podcast, we will have uploaded a video of Sam learning to fly. We will see you in 2020. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Cheers.
The next podcast will be on a plane. Or just me driving a Boeing.
We should do that if we ever go on holiday again.
Do a plane podcast.
Do a plane podcast.
As everyone else shouts at us like, shut up!
And like the quality is really bad because all you've got is like that ominous like humming. Like, which everyone ignores. I don't know how you can ignore that because to me that's really loud and annoying.
You just tone it out, don't you?
Eventually? Yeah, but I have a massive problem with doing that because as soon as I'm on the plane, I'm like, this is nice. It's like, and we'll be leaving in just a few minutes. And it's like,
fuck you! Yes, you have to listen to this for 9 hours. Yeah. Like, what did you say?
You know what else is annoying on planes? When you're watching a film and there's like, do. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and put your seats in the upright position. It's like, let me continue watching my film. Even if I can't hear my film, don't pause it, because that's really fucking annoying.
Well, no, the worst thing about that is
it gets on my tits.
Is the like,
I can rewind. I don't care.
But they don't ever balance out the sound. So,
No,
so
it's
the TV you're watching will be really quiet, but then it'll be like, oh god, like,
you're like, fuck off.
Which is why you can never sleep at like try and fall asleep watching a film. Like,
I do, and then I get woken up.
Yeah. The seatbelt is now on. You're like, fuck! I'm already got my seatbelt on. Right. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing turbulence.
Hopefully you're not sleeping.
I wasn't. I was being rocked like a baby in a cradle. I'm being screamed at.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are crashing and you will die. Hopefully you can sleep through this. And you're like, no!
Fuck you! But yeah, Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
That was pretty cool. I still like the fact we haven't heard anything about this movie.
Yeah, please hurry up and show us something, Star Wars, because I'm getting excited now.
We got time. We got a lot of time.
What's it going to be about? The training of Rey.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but like...
No shit.
I want her to get her, like, a double-ended lightsaber. Please.
I want her to pick up and find somewhere the General Grievous minions things.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's got to have a lightsaber.
Yeah, but that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean, now technically, she might not have a lightsaber, because I can't remember what happens to Luke's. Does Luke have his lightsaber at the end of Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, it doesn't lose it, I don't think.
Does it not fall down the hole?
Well, he does the
I
whole...
feel like a lot of things fall down the hole.
And then he gets zapped. I think he's just next to him, I think.
Because I was going to say, well...
But he would rebuild
maybe,
it, right?
Yeah, maybe Luke might take his lightsaber back, and then she will not have a lightsaber.
Yeah, but then she'd make one. That's the whole point of the Jedi.
Where's she gonna get a kyber crystal
from the place to get kyber crystals. Although
from the place to get
there is
shop.
Literally, this is canon. I've become so Star Wars mad recently. Like, it's unreal, right?
Local shop.
Just like, pop around the corner. This isn't actually an abandoned planet.
You know those steps you went down?
It's all the way at the bottom.
Go right back down to the bottom, past the
Wookiee,
like straight down. The gift shop on your way out. Fuck off.
Yeah, but well, actually, this is a theory. Actually, an interesting theory is that in the Clone Wars show, they sort of go into, there's an arc where they go into like how they find kyber crystals, like what Padawans have to do.
Yeah.
Once they're ready to become Padawan, they're like, okay, we're gonna get your lightsaber. So they always go to this same planet, and then the kyber crystals are like almost kind of sentient. So then you sort of force sense the one that is for you. You pick it out, and then you activate it, and then it chooses blue or green.
Or purple.
Or purple for Mace for some reason. I don't know why.
Because he wanted one.
Yeah, but then so then that's that. So you get them all from this same. I think it's called Ilum or something. The planet. But the theory is that because like kyber crystals were needed for the Death Star, the planet, the Starkiller base might actually be the planet where all the Jedi go to get their kyber crystals, because it was so full of kyber crystals. They're like, oh, we'll use that for the new Death Star.
Utilize it.
Yeah, which is why there's a massive like crater in there, because obviously the Empire would be like digging it up trying to get the
that is the prequel I want to see.
Just them digging.
Bunch of stormtroopers.
Just
like,
Finn like fucking hell. That's the prequel I want to see.
FN 287.
Finn like cleaning the toilets because he's sanitation. Like, for God's sake, like skitters down. Fucking hell, like trying to get rid of him. Just, I don't know.
Why does everybody need a poo?
Who shits in the sink? God damn it! Star Wars, a Star Wars story.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shit in the sink, a Star Wars story.
Star Wars episode number 2.
Yes, make that Disney
canon. Woo! Doing Rebels or something.
That's the other cool thing about what they reveal in all the new canon. We will talk about La La Land in a sec. One last thing. Do you know why Sith lightsabers are always red?
Because they're corrupted.
Yeah. I think you actually mentioned this in the top 10 we did. So you probably know about this. But
I might have guessed.
The crystals don't want to be used by Sith because obviously it's like dark. It's essentially dark magic to like normal magic. So you have to essentially force it, and apparently the reason it goes red is because the crystal bleeds, which is why it goes red, and that's why they always have red lightsabers.
Yeah, I do remember something like that.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Star Wars is really cool. Like
I think I've read about that. I think I read an article about it.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people see the surface level Star Wars, but if you delve into like the new canon stuff, like it's really fucking sick.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go into what's the name of the old canon?
The Legends.
Legend, yeah. I wouldn't want to do all that shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, literally because it's not canon, just makes it disinteresting to me.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if they introduce a character that was originally from Legends, I'll look into a bit of what he used to do in the old stories.
What he's about.
Yeah, but obviously that still isn't canon. Like, you know.
So thinking of speaking of things that aren't canon.
Unless it is.
That's a segue.
It worked.
Why not? So yeah, we saw La La Land last week.
Yeah.
Last week? 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I can't
Probably
remember.
within the space of about 10 days.
Yeah.
And actually, I haven't seen him since, so we haven't really spoken about it particularly very much.
But it is very good.
I really, really enjoyed it. I've seen it twice now. And yeah, really.
Yeah, I've only seen it once, but the memory is fresh, and the soundtrack is fairly fresh in my mind. Like I've listened to a bunch of the songs a few times now. I don't usually do that with film.
No, I said to you, as we were leaving the cinema, I was like, all right, now I'm going to go home. I'm going to download it. Actually, no, I think what I said was I'm going to go home. I'm going to listen to Miles Davis on LP, and then I'm going to, whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to download the soundtrack.
Right.
And I did. I did exactly that.
Nice.
And within like half an hour, I had the soundtrack. And I was like, loved it.
Now, what is your favourite song?
That's a tough.
Well, because I can't actually remember the names of the songs.
Okay, so
I'm gonna get them up.
Favourite song that like they sing would probably be "A Lovely Night," just because the music in that and everything is amazing. And
yeah.
Bit of tap dance never hurts anyone. Although I do like Another Day of Sun, the opening song.
Oh yeah. It really gets you in the mood for the tone of the
yes.
movie, which is why it's such a good song. I think.
Yeah.
Like, it sets up everything.
Because it's basically just everyone being like, we left where we are to be here. No one's from Hollywood. No one's actually from there. Everyone moves there to
because I suppose
important.
because it's like the fantasy La La Land.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's the
which is that's cool.
Yeah.
Such a good opening.
Well, that's like City of Stars is almost a double meaning, because it's like the city of light, but also the city of stars.
Yeah.
Like, because it's Hollywood, you know.
Yeah,
it's like it's smart. It's clever.
It's a nice I can't remember whether the guy who wrote the music for it was also the lyricist, but whoever is the lyricist on that, very, very clever.
Yeah, go them. My favourite is Someone in the Crowd, which is the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like it, but it seems like it has a bunch of the different sort of musical cues that keep showing up through it, and I just love the.
How's that start?
You did. I mean, we can't play it because we'll get fucked over, but like, I don't know.
You've got the invitation.
Yeah, that's it.
The address. Medication. The answer's always yes. Because she's really British.
She's really British for some reason. But these characters do they get names? They just sort of show up a few times, right?
I think they get names, but only in that scene, and then they're also at her play as well, which is really cool.
Oh, that really...
There's just like 4 of them just 3 of them sat there clapping in the play. That really was cool.
My heart dropped when that happened, because obviously you see Ryan Gosling's character. Sebastian.
Yeah.
He all of his success and shit, and then she does her thing, and you expect like this big round of applause, and then there's like 5 people.
Yeah, there are 5 people, and he's not one of them.
And he's
he's like selling out in what he's doing, and he hates it. And you can just see him like when the dude's like bite your lip and all this shit.
That's the other interesting thing of it. Is she's doing what she loves, but isn't getting success for it, and he's not doing what he loves, but has massive success. Yeah. So it's like that mirror, and like it's such a great film.
I also really like. I'm not sure how much of it. If you've got the whole soundtrack, have you listened to Herman's Habit?
Herman's Habit
is the name of the.
Herman's Habit. Yes, there. I can't remember what it would be because I haven't.
It's their banana.
Yeah. Is that when they're in the jazz?
Yeah. Where he's like, it's like jazz is.
It's so exciting.
And it's really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I have listened to it. Yeah, it's really
so like
enjoyable.
That's such a good.
I'd have to listen to it again though, because I have listened to it all
play.
through.
Just press play for like 3 seconds.
No, I don't want to get.
You can do it.
I mean, it's just going to be a drum beat, but please don't sue us. Woo! Yeah. I can't play any more of that. I'm scared.
So good. Oh, it's so good.
I wonder if that will come up on the mic or anything. I'm sure it will, but it doesn't matter.
Should have had headphones and just sat here singing. I was actually thinking of opening this with like us like playing piano and shit and like having like a.
But then we then don't
intro.
talk about La La Land until the 20th minute.
So long. Yeah. Maybe we'll end with one. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
The music at the planetarium is really nice.
The
whole soundtrack. So
what is it like? The hanky floats off.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck? And then he throws her
up.
Ah,
so romantic.
And then it goes into like space.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah.
What a.
We're fangirling over Ryan Gosling now.
Man.
It's very exciting.
It's very exciting.
But yeah, should we talk about the ending? So obviously this is spoilers for La La Land. So it's a different kind of ending than we're used to in these kind of films, because usually they'll end up together.
It's very reminiscent of the ending in Whiplash, where you don't really know what the ending is.
Yeah.
You're sort of just like,
yeah. But because really, like Whiplash sort of ends in such a way that he now has his approval, but it doesn't mean his future is set or anything.
Exactly.
Like, he's still done a really weird
thing.
Yeah, like everyone in the crowd is probably like, "What the fuck is he doing?" Like, it's this very open-ended end.
Yeah,
and like,
which I really liked.
Yeah,
because it's just like, dance,
cut to black,
boom.
Yeah, but I had to listen to that soundtrack as well. That was.
I need to download that soundtrack actually.
I did watch the film. I mean, I didn't listen to the whole soundtrack, but like Caravan. And Whiplash, and there was another one as well. But like, they're just fucking awesome jazz songs. Yeah, and I'm not usually like the guy that will listen to jazz, but
I can gladly sit down and listen to jazz. I just don't know what to listen to.
Yeah,
which is why these films are so good.
Yeah,
because they just give you a handful of.
If you ever type in jazz music on YouTube, it always comes up with the LA Noire soundtrack.
Oh really?
And like, it was a game by Rockstar. Who made GTA, and they made this like set in the 40s. Do you know about
yeah.
And the soundtrack to it is absolutely fantastic. Like, it's all jazz, and like even when you're playing the game, it has like contextual cues that would change the music and like make it all jazzy and different. And,
that's cool.
And it's so good.
Oh really?
Like
that's awesome.
Even when you load up the game and it goes to the title sequence, it says like load save. You can sit there for 9 minutes and it plays this absolutely fantastic piece of music. Awesome. It's so good.
I need to. One, I want to play that game. Two, because I played a little bit, but I was back in the days where I like didn't really complete games. I just play them. If it was free world, I'd just walk around and kill people and drive about.
Yeah. It's a very interesting game. It's like probably like a cult classic at this point. It's quite crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. fucking jazz, man. Jazz is so good.
Should we just turn this into a jazz podcast? Yeah. Next week, come back. We'll have dimmer lighting. We should
get the piano down here and just get a little keyboard thing.
Yeah.
Sounds shit.
I thought that was funny in the last podcast when you were like, I'll add a piano in there.
Yeah, let's talk about things. Let's talk about times where we were funny. That's what the audience came here for.
Yeah. But yeah, La La Land, awesome. Ending was a bit bittersweet because obviously they didn't get together, but they got what they wanted.
They had that little smile.
Yeah.
You gave him that little smile and he was like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the music that actually cues then is not to that rhythm, and like he's just like, and it fades to black. Yeah. You're like, this is sad. I don't want it to be sad.
It is, yeah.
There's that last song called Epilogue, the very last, the bit he's playing whilst that.
Whilst they're going through the I think it's epilogue.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, when they're going essentially through the fantasy La La Land.
Maya's theme is really nice. Apparently that was like the first thing that guy wrote.
Mia's theme.
Mia's theme. Which is the
me and Sebastian's theme. Yeah.
That was apparently the first thing that he wrote, and they just didn't edit it. They just left it like how he had it way back when.
Yeah.
Which is
that's quality.
Ryan Gosling learned to play piano for that role. He
Yeah.
didn't play before that. He actually learned how to jazz it up.
Well, because I was thinking that whilst I was watching it, because obviously they're unedited shots. They're
Yeah.
like continuous shots, and it pans from his face to his hands. I was like, how are they doing that? Like,
That's actually him,
that's
which
quality.
is amazing.
That is quality.
Like, that dude just played for 4 months and like
Yeah, bossed it.
it's
And
amazing.
he's better than you.
and he's better than me. I've been playing for like 2 years, like no lessons. Like, fuck you. Like,
That's alright, yeah. I mean, that's
We
the
get by.
difference in it, I suppose. No lessons to he probably got like
Yeah, he probably-
every day trained
he trained,
full
yeah.
Hollywood money. Like, fucking learn.
Well, it's like how actors in Hollywood get so ripped. It's because that's all they do.
Instead of paying to go to the gym, they pay you to do the gym. Like,
And then, yeah,
your job for 6 months becomes go to the gym and get fucking ripped.
the life of better men.
We need to become Hollywood stars.
We need to become Hollywood stars.
Or Hollywood portray superheroes, because it's always the superhero they pay to to do it. Henry Cavill wasn't that ripped before they
he was
needed.
pretty ripped. That guy.
Yeah, but before they
guy
needed
had
a
to-
Superman, they were like,
Oh,
boom,
he was
bulk up.
He was a big man. well built.
Yeah,
Well built man.
I will.
I'm pretty sure he had a double chin before. I'm pretty sure
Probably.
there are pictures of him where he's just like he doesn't care. So like, which like I'm not fair play to the guy. Do what you want.
Yeah.
But
Like a frog.
very much like the Chris Pratt effect.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt is probably the prime example
of going from like
of one
comedy
Zero
fat
to
character to comedy.
I love it.
Ripped.
Do you know how they dealt with that in Park and Rec?
Didn't they just completely go with it? It wasn't in a fat suit or anything. Was
No, he basically he goes off to London.
Right.
And there's a few episodes shot in London because that was where they were filming Guardians.
Yeah, yeah.
And but yeah, whilst he was in London away from Park and Rec,
Yeah.
they just sort of say, oh yeah, he's on holiday, and then he comes back and he's just like ripped. And they don't really address it until they go back to London. And the dude from Step Brothers, you know, the brother from Step Brothers?
Right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
The one who's like a massive dick.
Yeah, he's like really like accomplished or whatever.
who sings like Sweet Child of Mine with his
Yeah.
family. Like,
And
that's a
then
cool scene.
shouts at his wife.
Yeah.
Like, you're shit. Or
But
whatever.
but yeah, that guy, they're walking into this meeting and they just like cut into like halfway through their conversation. It's like, so how did you do it? He's like, I just stopped drinking beer. It's like, is that it? He's like, yeah. It's like, how much beer did you drink?
Oh, that's great.
It's just like that's all they say about it. I'm really
That's cool.
so good.
Maybe they could have done more with it, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what exactly the style of comedy is. In that
Well,
show.
yeah, it was just very like his character comes back and like they all just ignore it. Like
Yeah.
a few of them like, you look really good. It's like, thanks, and that's it. That's
Yeah.
like it's like, oh, thank you. It's just like, okay.
Thank you. Oh, Chris Pratt, what a beast.
What a not a beast now. What
Not
a
a beast.
What a
Different kind of beast, I
well,
suppose.
yeah,
like
what a beefy beast.
a hulking beast.
A hulking.
Or should I say
Manly,
a star-lording beast?
This podcast getting very homoerotic.
Tune in next week where we'll be in a sauna.
We will gush
Yeah.
about Ryan Gosling whilst naked.
Yes. So look
And-
forward to that.
About Ryan Gosling.
This
whilst
won't be
naked.
the only wood in this shed.
Boing! That was the joke. That was what he was going for.
So anyway,
Sneaking that in there.
thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. This is the late night hour, and you are watching the podcast,
The
with
podcast.
the LampPod with Sam and Neil, and we'll be right back after this amazing piece of jazz. Da, 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 na, na. Na.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment to let us know what your favourite song from La La Land was.
Crispy comment inbound.
Inbound. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.